The Simpson family was riding a raft when suddenly it plunged straight down. They thought that was the most thrilling part, but to their surprise, there were arrows and cannon attacks along the way. The raft then stopped at a wall covered with sharp spikes. Before they could recover, the raft dropped from the air. Afterward, a giant saw in the water cut the raft in half, and the family landed safely on a balloon cushion below.
And to celebrate, for this week only, we're cutting ticket prices.
To celebrate the opening of the Tom and Jerry theme park, the park offered a special half-price ticket promotion. Bart and Lisa were watching Tom and Jerry. Bart and Lisa jumped up and ran to ask Marge, but she told them that the family outing had already been planned. Marge had planned to go to the number 9 bird sanctuary because they had installed new bird feeders this year. Lisa pulled Bart along in the trailer.
Bart's dead!
They hoped to grab their parents' attention this way, and then Lisa suggested that the Tom and Jerry theme park also had a parents' paradise area, which piqued Homer and Marge's interest, though the kids managed to convince their parents.
Yay!
Marge was worried that this outing would turn out as awkward as the last one. She feared that when they got home, everyone would argue, and it would ruin their mood. She made the kids promise that this time would be different.
This year I want us to do things together as a family and get a lot of good exercise outdoors, so we'll have a lot of wonderful memories of our vacation.
Bart assured Marge that this trip would be a great experience for her. On the way, Homer set some ground rules for the family to make sure everyone had a fun vacation.
We'll all agreed to disband and join other families.
As they passed a fruit and vegetable quarantine station, Homer worried that the customs officers would find the fruits and vegetables in their trunk. He had hoped to secretly smuggle them in to make a fortune. When the officers came up to the car window and asked if there were any fruits or vegetables inside, Homer was sweating bullets. In a panic, he slammed on the gas and sped off, causing all the fruits and vegetables to fall out of the trunk.
Wembley, it happened again!
The next day, Homer decided to take a shortcut to reach their destination faster. Marge was worried they might get lost, but Homer insisted that modern cars were foolproof and couldn't get lost, so he drove the car onto a narrow path. Exhausted, the Simpson family finally arrived at the Tom and Jerry theme park. After parking, they took a helicopter ride into the park.
1 adult and 4 children.
The park recreated the violent antics of Tom and Jerry, and Marge was concerned that the violent theme might have a bad influence on the kids. The staff explained that there were educational activities in the park to reassure her. However, not only were the attractions violent, but the menu items were also named in a violent way. After lunch, Marge left Maggie at the park's daycare center. She worried that the violent theme might affect the children's development. Marge believed family time should include free time as well, so she wanted to visit the parents' paradise and meet the kids for dinner later. The family split up for the day. Marge and Homer enjoyed a pleasant time alone, while Bart and Lisa got into mischief, and Maggie struggled in the ball pit.
Officer?
Bart was then taken to the detention center, where he saw his dad, who had been arrested for kicking the itchy and scratchy puppeteer's butt. Bart thought it was hard not to mess with them. Meanwhile, Marge heard on the radio that her husband and son had been arrested, making her feel extremely embarrassed. She then went to the detention center with Lisa to bail them out.